Hi guys, let's talk about anxiety today. Basically, anxiety is living in the future. Usually you have anxiety when you are not grounded in the present moment and when you are worried about something that may or may not happen in the future. And it causes you a lot of suffering, and it can make you lose your sleep, and it can create tension in various parts of your body, and it's just generally not a good thing to have. I think that most of the people have struggled with anxiety at least one point of their life. It could be anything. It could be general anxiety or anxiety before speaking in public, like giving a talk or a presentation. It could be relationship anxiety. It can be anything. I actually never knew that it is kind of an issue that can be like chronic before last year, when I realized that I had anxiety almost my entire life. And somehow recently, I don't know, maybe it is because I got off my antidepressants, maybe it's because of some other thing, but I started having it again. And I can just notice my thoughts kind of starting to create those patterns of you are going to be alone for the rest of your life, you are never going to find people who understand you, or like you are a failure, you're never going to finish your PhD, stuff like that. It's like the thoughts that you cannot even consciously control, because most of what happens in your brain happens kind of without you. So your most recurrent thoughts are something from the subconscious, and although you can change them, it is hard work and it kind of requires dedication and concentration, and you need to really think about it in order to kind of fix yourself. So I was having all these thoughts, and of course I can kind of track where it all came from. So I recently moved to a new country. Now it's not new and exciting anymore because I have lived here before, and I am really scared of falling back into my old patterns that I had here. So like isolating myself, staying at home all the time, not meeting my friends. Also, for the last year, I have been living with either my ex-boyfriend or my parents, so people whom I loved and who cared about me, and there was always someone there for me to kind of turn to in times when I really needed it. So there were always caring people around, and now I live on my own. Still meet like my friends almost every day, and there are people at work who care about me. It's not the same. Like, it's not the same as having a person right there next to you. Like, I don't have this safety net anymore, and it makes me really nervous. And I think that it makes my anxiety and depression come back in, especially considering the fact that I just recently got off my antidepressants. But I don't want to kind of create this pity party for myself and just dwell on this feeling on and on. And I am actually going to talk to my psychiatrist really soon, and I think that she will give me more tips on this. But so far I just kind of started noticing what creates this kind of thoughts, and I came up with some tips that might help you. Okay, anxiety comes from not being present in this moment. And the first several tricks that I learned from psychiatrists and psychologists, they all are approximately about the same thing. Try to ground yourself in the present moment. There are different things, so you can either involve all of your senses, do some kind of stimulating things, light up a candle that smells nice, go and touch some really nice surface that you like, wrap yourself up in a blanket, go eat something yummy that you really like, make yourself a hot cup of tea, which also can help reduce anxiety. And the other one is just naming things around you in a repetitive manner, like speeding up and up and up. For example, I see a sponge, I see table, I see jar, whatever. So like you just go like this and you name everything that you see around you, and you can repeat yourself. It doesn't matter, like as long as it keeps you from going to anxiety or a panic attack, it's all good. Then another one is breathing exercises. So actually we do not really control our breath most of the time. We kind of go on autopilot with that, but breathing is very important for our well-being. And when we change our breath, it actually can change the entire energy of the day. And so when you feel anxious, just try to kind of focus on your breath and do really deep inhales and exhales, and notice the air going down your lungs and then kind of coming out of your nose again, and just try to concentrate on that feeling and breathe it with your belly. Do not try to like suck everything in, just let yourself go, breathe with your entire belly. It doesn't matter what it looks like, it just needs to be enriching your body with oxygen and kind of slowing down all these thought processes that are harmful for you. Another huge thing that I can recommend is meditation, and it can actually change the dynamic of your entire day. I have to admit I am awful with this, so like I fall off this wagon really quickly. It just takes me one day to not meditate, and then I can like just stop doing it for an entire month or something. But then I remind myself of how important it is and how much better it makes me feel. So now I try to meditate at least 5 to 10 minutes every morning, like even before I get out of bed, because then I know that I will get sucked into some kind of an activity, and then my thoughts start racing and it already kind of is all over. What I do is I just wake up, I make sure that I am like completely awake and I won't fall back asleep. I just sit up in my bed and I meditate for 5 minutes, just breathing, concentrating on my breath, letting the thoughts that I have flow through me and not really care about what they are, and not judging myself for having thoughts, because I know that meditation can give you even more anxiety if you are trying to be perfectionist about it. Another thing is you can exercise. Actually keeping your body healthy, not only exercising but also drinking enough water, having good meals, like eating healthy foods, is very helpful because it just keeps your body healthy. And also reducing sugars, caffeine, nicotine and alcohol helps a ton. You just need to be physically healthy in order to be able to kind of fight for your mental health if you're struggling with it. Another one is questioning your thoughts, because feelings can really be fake news, and the thoughts that you have sometimes are a reflection of your feelings, and your feelings are not always true. Although I think you should always listen to your feelings because they're trying to tell you something. But when you think like, I'm a failure, I'm going to be alone for the rest of my life, I'm not going to be able to do this or that or that, just question yourself, like, what is it based on? Why do you think like this? Does anybody else think like this? Even if they do, does it really matter? And even if the worst thing happens, then what? Just try to imagine the worst case scenario, and you will see that there is actually nothing that will stop you from being able to be alive and happy and whatever. It is all just inside our heads. And I know, trust me, I know how hard it is to stay positive and nice and shiny when you feel like a failure, you feel like the ugliest, worthless person on this planet, and still you have control over that. Like, trust me, you can just do it for yourself. You can also create art. It really helps release your feelings. So you can either draw stuff that is in your head, which is very helpful. It doesn't have to be like super artistic, you don't have to be a real artist to do that. Or you can like draw some repetitive things because it's really calming, like you can draw mandalas or some other patterns, or you can even buy yourself like a coloring book if you're not into drawing yourself, and it is really calming. Another thing that is very important is to smile. So your brain has this kind of a reaction. It can adjust your feelings to your body. So if you have a straight posture, if you are smiling, if you are grounded on your feet, your brain will kind of follow. And if you smile, you can look like a fool, you can look totally ridiculous, but just try smiling for like 30 seconds and you will instantly feel better. And if you combine it with breathing exercises, it is almost a recipe for success, at least short term. And last but not least, practice gratitude every day. So instead of thinking about things that you don't have, try to focus on the things that you do have. And if you think about it, you will find a lot of things to be grateful for. And you can list them, you can write lists, or you can just think in your head, like every time something good happens to you. Doesn't matter how big or small it is. So it can be like a nice meal that you just had, or it can be a nice evening with your friends. Or for example, a couple of days ago, I was let into a museum for free, and I was really grateful for that because, I mean, it's cool. And it doesn't really matter what it is until you are grateful for something and you don't forget to be. You will notice that you have more and more reasons to be grateful for. I think I have spoken enough. I hope that it helped somehow. Please, if you have some tips, or if you suffer with anxiety, or if you kind of managed to cure your anxiety, please let me know what things did you use and what things help you. I will be really grateful for that. And on that note, I will leave you guys. Have a great week. I love you very much. Be nice humans, and see you in the next video. Goodbye.